We're going to set a scant 1/4 inch seam allowance. The easiest way to do that is to pick up one of these little items here. This is called the Creative Heart Seam Guide. And it's set up with different stitch widths there, but gauge 2 is a scant 1/4 inch seam allowance. You're going to hear a lot about seam allowances when you begin quilt making, especially the 1/4 and a scant 1/4. The difference between a 1/4 and a scant 1/4 is 1 thread width. That's all it is, and it makes a huge difference in your quilt making. So we're going to get this little guy right here. We're going to get our needle into that hole that's drilled into the plastic, right down. We're going to lower the foot. And at this point, I'm going to use something other than what came in the package. They gave me a piece of this double-sided tape that I could use as a wall. It's kind of a one-shot deal. So this is Dr. Scholl's foam padding, and you can see how thick it is. It's about an 3/16 of an inch thick. This will provide a nice surface to rest our piecing against. If you can't find that, we have another option. You could use Quilter's 1/4 inch tape, or you could use filament tape. The filament tape is the stuff that has the nylon threads running through it. It's very, 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 very sturdy. When you use these tapes, you're going to cut into them using a craft knife. So you're just going to slice into those like that so that you can peel out a chunk of that to use as a wall. Great little wall to bring to class. I prefer at home to use this nylon strapping tape because it sticks very well. So we're going to get that, and we're going to snuggle this now right next to this guide, the seam allowance guide, as close to the guide as we possibly can get it without interfering with the feed dogs. So we want it right in front of those feed dogs. Lift the foot, lift the needle out of the way, and you can see exactly right there how close that is. That allows me to rest my piecing right up next to that so that I can remain accurate. If you can't find the Creative Heart Seam Guide, your other option is a recipe card, plain old recipe card. What you want to do is you want to measure over to make sure that it is an accurate 1/4 inch seam allowance, but can you notice where those needle holes are? They're not right on the line, they're just to the right of that line. That gives me that scant seam allowance that we were talking about. If I would put the needle hole right there, it would give me a 1/4 inch. So you can see when I lower the needle down, I'm just going just to the right of that line, which will allow me the scant, and then I can place my tape in the same manner. So you've got some options there.